450 men enter the city of Otrar. Merchants, traders, not a single soldier among them. By nightfall, all but one are dead, beheaded on the orders of a governor who wanted their gold. That governor has no idea he just started the bloodiest war in the history of the world. The year is 1219. Genghis Khan doesn't want war with the Khwarezmian Empire. He wants trade. His empire stretches across the steppe, wealthy beyond imagination, but hungry for the silk, silver, and goods flowing through Khwarezmian cities. So he sends a caravan, over 400 merchants, loaded with gold, silver, silk, and gifts for the Shah himself. A peace offering, a business proposal from the most powerful man in Asia. The caravan reaches Otrar, a border city ruled by a governor named Analchuk. He looks at the wealth in front of him and sees only one thing, an opportunity. He accuses the merchants of spying. There is no evidence, there doesn't need to be. He seizes their goods and orders every single one of them executed. One man survives, left for dead among the bodies, and crawls his way back across the desert to Genghis Khan's court to deliver the news. Genghis Khan does not fly into a rage. He does something far more dangerous. He sends a formal diplomatic delegation to the Shah, demanding the governor be handed over for punishment. A reasonable request, a final chance for peace. The Shah's response is to execute the lead envoy and send the others back with their beards burned off their faces, a calculated humiliation, a message that the most powerful empire on earth had nothing to fear from a horse tribe out of the steppe. He was wrong. Genghis Khan turns to his commanders and gives the order to mobilize. Not a punitive raid, not a border skirmish, total war, a war of annihilation against an empire that outnumbered the Mongols and controlled some of the richest cities on the planet. In 1220, the Mongol army crosses into Khwarezmian territory, and the Shah makes his first fatal mistake. He scatters his forces to defend individual cities instead of meeting the Mongols in open battle. Genghis Khan takes advantage of every mile of that decision. Otrar falls first. The city that started it all is placed under siege for months. When it finally breaks, Genghis Khan has Governor Analchuk captured alive. His punishment is personal, deliberate, and designed to be remembered, molten silver poured into his eyes and ears, in direct answer to the greed that started the war. Then the campaign turns to the great cities of the empire, Bukhara, Samarkand, Urgench, jewels of the Islamic world, centers of scholarship, trade, and art built over centuries. City after city is given the same choice: surrender, or be destroyed completely. Most choose to fight, almost none survive the choice. In Bukhara, Genghis Khan rides into the great mosque itself and tells the terrified population gathered there exactly what he thinks of their Shah. I am the punishment of God. If you had not committed great sins, God would not have sent a punishment like me upon you. The Shah flees his own empire, abandoned by the same generals and cities he failed to unite in his own defense. He dies alone on a small island in the Caspian Sea, stripped of the empire that had once made him one of the wealthiest rulers alive, reportedly so poor by the end that he had no shroud to be buried in. By the time the campaign ends, the Khwarezmian Empire, one of the great powers of the Islamic world, no longer exists. Cities that had stood for centuries are gone, and the Mongol Empire, which had simply wanted a trade agreement 2 years earlier, now stretches further than any empire in human history had ever reached. One governor, one decision, 450 merchants. That's what it took to end an empire that thought it had nothing to fear.